planet Earth. Here another day with a live stream for you. And like I said, I'm going to start doing my live streamings right now. You can start commenting below. Like, you don't have to say agree with what I say, but if you want to comment and you disagree with what I'm saying, you're more than welcome to comment. Or if you agree, too, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to be talking about things that I see here, that I see where I live here in the United States of America. And of course, nobody's perfect. We have a lot of problems. And I'm going to be talking about some of the things that I see. Like yesterday, for example, I was talking about the protests. So we're going to leave that behind right now and go on with what I saw that was happening today. Well, today they were talking about, just to make it interesting, they were talking about our ex-president. And the more they talk about him, the more promotion they give him. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, it costs a lot of money to promote and campaign on national TV. National TV, social media, you name it. It costs a lot of money to promote, to campaign for a presidential election. And we are in a presidential election right now. This is 2024. So, the more you talk about somebody, regardless whether it's negative or whether it's positive, you're still talking about that person and giving that person promotion. Sometimes the promotion, like I said, it could be negative, could be positive, but uh, either way it goes, it's still promoting that person. And today they were saying that they gave the ex-president a gag order, meaning he's supposed to keep his mouth shut while he's going on trial for some things that they are accusing him. Okay, in this country, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. And they have to prove anybody beyond reasonable doubt that that person is guilty. So, he was guilty of something. They said he couldn't talk. They gave him a gag order not to talk while he's going on trial. Well, back in the day, not too long ago, 80s, 90s, we used to say, homeboy can't shut up. Well, homeboy can't shut up, if you get my drift. Homeboy can't shut up. He's always talking, always saying stuff, always either defending himself or talking bad about somebody else. But it doesn't really matter who it is. If you can't shut up, you got a gag order, you can't shut up, okay, well, the judge is going to come and give you a fine, right? So they give him a fine, $9,000. So who pays for that? I'm sure he doesn't pay for it. He's gonna pick up the phone and say, gonna call one of his buddies or something, Hey, can you cover that $9,000 for me? That's the way this works. Okay? While everybody's talking about, oh, he's guilty because he couldn't shut up. Well, while they all talking about that, he is getting promotion. He is getting more popular. I I can't believe he can't be more popular, but he's still getting more popular. While other things are happening, like for example, real reasons to be concerned. Like for example, yesterday I saw that they were working for 2 years on somebody that came through the border in Mexico from Al Qaeda. Okay, and this is what I'm telling you about what is fake news and the truth and the not so much of truth that you should hear from the media. Okay, let me explain. Al Qaeda probably been getting through that border for years and years and years and years to come. That's why we have so many officers. That's why we have so much protection. This is something that is happening on the second, on the minute, on the hour, on every minute, every second of this country. This country is getting attacked, whether it is through the computers on cyberspace, whether it is people go coming through the border through Canada and Mexico, and the East Coast and West Coast. It doesn't really matter. Okay, everybody is out to coming here and blow us up to smithereens. That's why we have all these protections. Why are you going to talk about one person that got through the border and you've been working on that person for 2 years and you're going to tell the people what they want to hear? Oh, we caught him. Well, I got some news for you. This country is always working on that. Always working on that. Always. It doesn't matter where it's daytime, where it's just a 24-hour, 365 days a year. Let's work on this thing so we don't get the big one. And sometimes we haven't been successful. We have to be successful 100% of the time. But at times we haven't been successful. That's why the 1993 happened, the other 9/11 happened, and all the other things that you know about if you pay attention. So, why are you gonna be like, oh, we've been working on this person for 2 years? Who are you gonna fool? Nobody. You're gonna keep the American people sleeping. That's what you're gonna do. But that's why, sometimes I don't even want to get on here because just like the gag order from that guy that I was talking to you about, the gag order that he got, homeboy can't shut up. Well, maybe I can't shut up, but I'm telling you what it is. the way it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And maybe this is not the platform to do it. I hope this is the one. But either way, I'm going to be respectful. Respectful to everybody, respectful to all the people. But I'm not going to live in that matrix. I'm going to live out of my own concerns, out of my own mind right here, out of my own galaxy mind, the one that God gave me. And I'm going to pay attention. That's what I'm going to do. Going into other things, they talk about inflation. I'm going to give you a little scope about the inflation thing. Okay? Inflation was 4.7 in 21. It skyrocketed to 8% in 22. It went down to 4.1 in 23. We're in 24 and it's down to 3.5. But they always want to maintain it between 2 and 3. That's a normal rate of inflation, between 2% and 3%. And they're always talking about the mortgage rates. But mortgage rates they're always been about the same, between 5 and 7%. In some years, because of oil crises, it has shot up to 11, even 13%. But a 30-year fixed mortgage has always been between 5 and 7%. Now, if you're one of the lucky ones who bought a house in these years where the rate was under 4%, 2012, 2015, 2016, 2020, and 2021. Those are the only 6 years out of 50 years that the rate's been so low. Of course, there's always been years where it was around 4.5, 4.7, which is an awesome rate for a mortgage, a 30-year mortgage. Better than right now. Right now it's like a 7.8 or something. It's quite high. It's quite unobtainable for, let's say, a millennial. Let's not talk about a millennial. A millennial doesn't have a chance to even rent. Okay? And for a millennial, the ones that got lucky and got to buy a house on those years that I talked about, yes, they got lucky. But it's really hard right now to rent or to buy a house. And who's at fault? The system. The system. Call it whatever you want. You have to pay the system. And what do I mean by that? The system is just things that they put upon you. What's the system? Insurance, all kind of government regulations, uh, taxes. What else? Sales tax, double taxation. You could talk to your CPA about that one. That's quite long to explain right here. Being a W 2 worker, slave, let alone being a 1099. You don't want to be a 1099, but like I said again, that's your CPA's job to concern. Anyways, what's the purpose of this chat right now? The purpose of this chat is to wake you up. To wake you up. Wake up, people. Stop paying attention to what they say. Start getting on the books and start learning on your own. And start living for yourself. Start living for your family. And forget about all these nonsense. This is a call of, let's say, hopefulness. This is a call of hopefulness because in all this chaos around this place, everywhere, all that you see happening and all, you don't have to participate. You don't. Just don't go bother the next guy beside you. If you can help him, help him. If he wants help, be kind. Be kind to other people. And of course, stay with the truth. The truth will always succeed. And the truth is that you don't have to follow all this chaos. Really, you don't. We can live in a world of peace. It starts with you. It starts with you. And with this one, I want to say hi to everybody. I want to say hi to all the people around the world that follow my videos and follow my music. I really appreciate that. And I know who you are. I see you there with your comments, with your likes, with over 28 million views now. I really appreciate it. I never knew that it was going to be this way, but I'm glad it is. And maybe I can have a platform to tell you a little bit about what I can do for you. Because I know I can do a lot for you. I've been through the thick and thin. This is Tony Dizant, space rocker of the planet Earth, still living in this beautiful planet called Earth. Today, right here.